Why am I not getting clients as a business coach? And I get it. You are super talented. You help companies scale, CRMs, operations, org charts, cash flow. You know it like the back of your hand. Why can't you get a single paying client? Why can't you do it for yourself? It feels like launching a product with no market. Well, let's tell the truth. And let's talk about why. And it's not your skill, it's your signal. And I'm going to tell you what maybe nobody else is willing to tell you. You're not invisible because you don't know business. You're invisible because you've built a business no one can find. Even your LinkedIn headline screams smart, intelligent, talented. But sadly, your inbox is screaming crickets, right? You're super invisible. No one knows what you're doing. So here's the brutal truth. Most business coaches are trying to scale from zero, even though you've got real expertise, real talent, but you have a visibility strategy and you're not listening to yourself. You're posting quotes and tips on LinkedIn. That's what probably your strategy is. You're using this post and hope strategy, or maybe you're just living off of word of mouth. And that's what you're telling yourself. You're saying, well, word of mouth is my best clients. That is not a strategy. And you as a business coach would never tell a client that is a scalability belief, that word of mouth actually works to scale a business. It doesn't. And you know it. If you're trying to scale your business as a business coach, word of mouth doesn't work. You're not visible. You're buried. And I'm going to tell you what you have to do. My name is Don Markland. I'm the CEO of Accountability Now and of Noomii.com. We're the #1 coaching platform to help coaches. We've helped thousands of coaches get listed and driven leads for them. And I started my practice, Accountability Now, 7 years ago. And the first platform that I listed my coaching practice on was Noomii.com. And then 7 years later, I came back and actually bought Noomii. And I did that because I believe so much in the platform and what it does for coaches. And we've taught thousands of coaches how to build their practice and how to solve this problem of not being visible. And that's what's wrong with your practice right now. If you are telling yourself the lie that, oh, well, I just want word of mouth. I'm very careful with the clients that I choose. Stop telling yourself that lie because it is not scalable. You need clients. You need cash flow, just like you would tell any of your clients. Because right now there are founders, executives, HR leads. They're actively looking for help. They're just not browsing hashtags and looking for your post. That's not what they're doing. They are searching. And where are they searching? Real serious clients are searching on Google. They're Googling business coach for insert problem or executive coach for growth or leaders. That's what they're on. They're on Google right now. And they're on platforms. And this is where Noomii shows up. Noomii is not fluff. It's a place where real clients go to find coaches for scaling, hiring, systems, retention, the real stuff for business coaching. And if you are not listed on a platform like Noomii, you are out of sight. You're out of the running. And you don't just have to be on Noomii. Even though I love Noomii, I'm the owner of Noomii, but you could be on every single listing platform that you can. I want you to look like a pro, not some pitch. First, choose your niche. Be really focused. Don't just be a business coach. Be very focused on the type of business coach that you are. And then be on every single platform that you can, including Noomii, and show up everywhere you can. Ride their SEO, ride their Google ads. And just like that, you're going to start to show up in search results like someone worth hiring. Not someone whose email signature says, let me know if I can help. That drives me crazy. Okay. Not someone who's just posting tips on LinkedIn. No one is clicking on those tips and saying, wow, that was really helpful. I'm glad I have a problem. Your pipeline problem isn't a messaging issue. It's a location issue. You are a billboard in the middle of the desert where there's no roads. You need to be where the action is. If you're running a high-end consultancy, you need to not be behind a gas station in the desert. You need to be on Main Street where all the action is. You don't need to convince people. You need to be available when they're already looking, not when they're scrolling, not when they're thinking about it, but when they're actively hunting for somebody like you. That's where directories like Noomii, that's what they're for. Every month, thousands of business owners are using directories like Noomii for help. They've got budget, they've got need, they've got urgency, and they've got a hiring mindset. So stop just posting and hoping. That doesn't work. They are not digging through your blog archives, I promise. They are scanning coach profiles, reading reviews, booking calls, and making hiring decisions. If you want to get leads, click the link below. Create your free profile on Noomii today and do it on every directory that you can. Mine those directories, build your profile, and actively be in front of leads every single day. Take advantage of their SEO. Get your free listing and start to get leads as a business coach. It's what I did. It's how I scaled my practice and built it from zero. If I did it, so can you. Get your free listing. Continue to subscribe to the channel for tips to grow your coaching practice. And as always, keep coaching because you're making a huge difference every single day.